feel like it's still blurry. Okay, there we go.
There we are. Wait.
Dem- Decameron Tarot. What does that mean? Wait, what's happening in that?
Yeah.
I love it.
It is what you think it is.
I just want one because it's here now. Please.
It's there now.
It wanted to be played with, okay? Okay, so I really couldn't just choose one or two. So I didn't choose one or two. I brought
A few.
like a lot.
Look,
I have no place in my deck, except for my book. When I was cleaning some stuff out, it's got to be behind something. So I'll have you pull them.
I'm here for it, obviously.
Great.
Yes. Okay. So what we'll do, how this virtual card pull is going to work is each of us are going to show what decks we have brought. And if you haven't, that's okay. You're here to receive. Beautiful. Love it. And then just kind of take note of what decks you're really drawn to. And then we're just going to all pull for each other. And if like when people, because we're going to have people coming in, I think I've had quite a few people be like, yeah, I'm going to be on, but I'm going to be late. But you know how life is. Like, freaking the wind changes and they forget. Like I forget. It's not even them. It's me. I'm them. So
I know when you texted me, I was like, oh yeah, I signed up.
yeah, right. That was why I messaged. I was like, oh, I should probably double check and remind people because I need that. Anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna be sharing it. This is gonna go for about an hour, so we're gonna try and fit in as much as we can of play. My intention is to have fun, to connect, and to really get direction of what to release from 2023 and what to look forward to, or what the message is for 2023, what we're releasing from 2022. You got me. I know you did.
So like a 2-card draw.
Yeah, it's a 2 card. So what you're releasing from 22. Hey, Tammy. Happy you made it, hon. I was just going over the structure of the call. And so each of us have brought decks. If you have not, that's totally okay. You're here to just receive, which is beautiful. But if you did bring, we're going to start by sharing what decks we brought. Just kind of keep note of what is here. I have the Starseed Oracle. I couldn't decide on one deck, so I've brought multiple. The Rose Oracle. You have that? Oh, something's echoing. Connie, I think it's your phone. Yeah, thanks, love. Okay. I love how you already knew. And then the Work Your Light Oracle. And this is a new one. Well, okay, actually 3 of them that okay, just never mind. I have a problem. I don't consider it a problem. It's like I love. Anyway, an astrology, star codes. My husband might disagree. He might call it a problem. Transient Light Tarot. This one was a gift. Actually, Connie, it was a gift from Shelly House. Yeah, so that was cool. And then Divine Animals. So if you're wanting one from the animals, this is your deck. And then I'll have Celeste and Connie and Tammy. Did you bring cards?
Didn't.
Okay, that's okay. You're here to receive. All goods. So have fun with this. So yeah, we're just doing a 2 card, a 2022 release and a 23 direction, like where we're going. So Celeste, do you want to share what decks you brought or deck?
So, well, I bought the Decameron Tarot, and it is more aimed towards your more basal human needs. It's very passionate in nature. And then I brought, well, I mean, the cards are themselves pretty visually graphic, but it really is just like the passion.
Everyone here over 18.
Yeah, well, and it says that too. It's like for adults only. It's in big letters. And then the other one I brought was a Nicoletta Sassoli deck, and it is more a dream-based deck. It's your more spiritual needs and sides. I also brought runes. I'm a pagan, so if anyone is interested in something, it's a little bit more in depth. The runes are. So
you know what I would love, Celeste, if you're open to it, is doing like an event for runes, because I have zero knowledge of them, but I think the group love to have like somebody host an event in there and like do a runes reading like this. I don't know if you're open to that, but if you are, I'm welcoming you to share that in the group.
I actually combine them usually. Like I will do
Cool.
a card and a rune
Okay.
and a pendulum reading. So I get a negative or positive, and then I get the basis of the reading from the card, and then I get the more in-depth from the rune. It just kind of builds on each other.
Very cool. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome to host. What I'm saying is you can create an event in the group and then invite the audience to come play with you as you
Okay.
lead that. Yeah, cool. But you made me realize, you guys, I had to share my crystal ball that I found. It's
so
even on
cute.
stand. And then like, isn't it beautiful? Okay. So fun fact, I went to Sedona and this is where I found her. And crystal balls are like, they're expensive. And this was in like a secondhand shop, but it had crystals and all throughout there. And I was so drawn to this. And it was like, I think I got it for $25 and it was on sale. It was like $80. And she had this massive sale going. And I was like, mine. And then this psychic comes up and she goes, oh, he's a psychic. I was like, oh, that's cool. And he comes up, grabs the crystal ball, and he goes, there's a message. When you get really still and quiet, there's a message in here for you. And I was like, well, bro, why don't you just tell me? I don't want to get still. No, I was just playing. I am really loving my crystal ball. So I brought that for the session today. So yay. All right, Connie, are you there, love? I know your video is out. I don't know what happened. There we go.
So I'm really upset because my realtor just called and said there's a showing that somebody wants to see the house at 2. So I can listen, but I don't, and then I have to get the dogs out and all that shit. So yay
cool.
for me.
That's okay. It's all good. You're listening at least. So what we'll do, if Celeste, you're okay with it, I'll pull you a card, Connie. If you want to type in the chat real quick which ones you're drawn to, I'll take note of that and then pull your cards, okay?
Whatever one jumps out at you, because
Okay.
all the cards speak to me.
I know it's very
Well,
good.
and I did that drawing for you, Sabrina. Is this something that we should do privately, or
Wait, what are we doing privately?
you asked me to do a draw for you with the Decameron?
Oh yeah, we're doing that on the call. It's fine.
Okay. All right. I was just checking. I mean, it's not
Well, now you're
anything.
making me nervous. I'm like, what's happening?
Do you want to see the cards?
I do.
That was the okay.
Oh.
So
Yeah, this is going to be put in the Quantum Life and Human Design group, but I trust that my audience is, they're all adults that are able to handle turning off the camera if they're not up for it. I love you all.
well, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it with my background, but I'm in my closet, so
Okay. I like your background, but
you can't see it. It won't let you. Anyway, I can show them to you later. I'll take a picture.
okay.
But it's basically telling me that you any problems that you faced, any enemy, be that within yourself or an external mechanism that you've had in your life that has been causing you a lot of stress, that will become completely harmless. It's in the past. It will go away, but it might be a surprise to you that it is gone, because it seems like a big deal to you now.
That's cool.
But it will be toward a new situation that you're experiencing and that you've been having problems with, but it will go away and you will be surprised by that. But
Cool.
it warns that you not be what's the word that it uses, unpredictable. Watch yourself in the new year, and don't ever think that you have your loved ones in your grasp. Everything is so tentative. You need to be open. You need to be willing to
Okay.
let
Yeah,
those in your life in. Right. So that
Very
was
cool.
your past and present, past and future.
Okay. Thank you. Can you do a rune for me later?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, cool. Okay. So I guess I'll go next. So we'll just kind of volley back and forth since we're the ones with the decks. And Shayna, I'll go with you first. Which two decks were you drawn to, or one?
Animals and astrological.
Okay. So these two.
Yep.
So okay. I'm just gonna shuffle and then I'll decide which one goes to which year.
I'm open.
Cool. Huh. It's not fair when somebody pulls and they have all these reactions and you're like, wait, no, what's happening? Tell me. So we can't have all of these cards, okay? So we're just gonna go with the one. You would like 5 pop out. And I was like, we can't do a 5-card spread right now. But I would love to play with you in that regard, but right now. Okay. So the one that you got is Bull.
Ooh.
And I'm feeling this is for what you're letting go of from this year. So the lessons learned, maybe not even letting go, but just really taking in the lessons that you've learned this year. There's some lightning in there. Bulls are, known for their stocky, they're sturdy, they're stubborn, but stubborn gets a bad rap. It really means dedicated and determined. And the word above bull is sacrifice. And then if you look above the horns, it's like there's a whole city on top of his back,
Yeah.
right? And so that tells me that you for this year have literally probably been holding the whole city on your back. Or your version of whatever the city is. Your
New job.
huh?
New job.
Yeah. So it's like, but it's almost like you're trying to, do it alone. And so if you look at the bottom, there's this like dude that looks very small, but he's the one with all the lightning, right? And lightning is, it's very powerful. And it's playing with the atmosphere as well. So I'm just going to look in the book real quick, see if there's
Okay.
anything that pops out for you. So I'm being told right now that like sacrifice, it's this year has had a lot of sacrifice moments, and now you can close that up. You can stop living in that sacrifice energy. And then in ancient Egypt, the Apis bull was probably one of the best examples. Apis was a god of fertility and was related to the god of Ptah. To honor the god, a real bull was affirmed as the Apis bull, a specially bred bull that represented the Apis on earth. These bulls were marked very distinctly and were carefully looked after. Yeah, bull magic can also be used to move yourself out of the sacrificial or martyrdom position that you may have fallen into. So this is what you're completely unsubscribed. Like, I am no longer the martyr. I'm no longer willing to sacrifice myself. Because it only breeds resentment and extreme neediness. So those are the emotions that you may actually want to do some journaling on tonight or tomorrow to release. Like, what is it that I'm resenting? Just so you're not carrying resentment into 2023, okay? And even your extreme neediness. So, yeah. I don't know how much Taurus you have in your astrology. Huh?
Quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, this is also communicating that. The bull is also part of your entourage, but it's a matter of utilizing the bull in your favor rather than as your detriment.
Right.
Cool.
Understood. Good
Yeah.
one.
Okay. So now hi, Amy. Welcome. So happy you made it. Okay. So this is from the Astro Codes, Star Codes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. When I first saw it, I was like, So to me, there's 2 birds. They look like finches. And it's the square, semi-square, quincunx, which is tension. So square is tension. So there might be a little bit of tension in this upcoming year. I'm not wanting to be the bearer of that news, but I think you can process through it easier if you don't do it through sacrifice. So I'll just read what it says. These 3 aspects are awkward, potentially confrontational, and urge us to grow as we reconcile disparate points of view. So the other thing is, I don't know if you guys know this about 2023, but in numerology, it's a number 9. And a 9 year is all about death and rebirth. So the entire year is a 9 for everyone as the collective. So there's going to be a lot going on that looks like, oh my gosh, death, destruction, it's despair. And we probably will go through moments of that, but also knowing, like, remember the phoenix, right? After every destruction of any society or experience, there's always the new day,
The new.
always the sunrise, right? And that new creation, because you cannot create the new with all the old in the way. That's what I'm hearing. So it's going to present as tension, because you guys, in my experience, when I'm going through a phoenix process, that crumbling down feels like hell.
It's not easy.
And even if it were easy, there's still hard moments, because some people are like, oh, it's easy. It's like, or it's hard. It's like, but there are easy moments. And that's what I look forward to. I'm like, okay, how can I choose easy here? What is within my power? So I have no control over X, Y, and Z and the world, way it's doing.
Yeah.
But I can manage me and create ease here. So it's saying your action is life is a workout. This phase needs juggling, muscle building, and careful coordination of competing needs. So what I'm hearing from this is, like, you may have a lot that you're juggling.
Yes.
Mhm. And welcome back, Celeste. And hi, Sarah. Happy you made it. So you're just really going to build muscle. So everybody knows when we first go to the gym, right? You don't go to the gym and come out with a 6-pack or even lose 10 pounds right away. It's going to take some time, right? You got to build that muscle up. And so that's this invitation is.
That goes two ways, that two different types of muscles,
Correct.
The brain and the body, that I'm probably going to have a lot of change in this year.
Yes, correct. Yep. Yeah, and that's for a lot of us. So, but yeah, it says the challenge is this is a workout of body, mind, and spirit, and workouts can be tiring. And I will say, just remember, anytime someone's on a treadmill, meaning you're going, doing, you have to get off the treadmill at some point. Everybody is like, society has been designed to just go. And it's like, we weren't designed to be on a treadmill 24/7. We were designed, actually, specifically as women, to have at least a week of rest per month. That's during our period, like, right, the moon cycle. And so, but we're not given that in our society, because it's very patriarchal and
Yes.
generator designed. So the gift, take this opportunity to build strength and learn to reconcile the conflicts within. When you can resolve internal conflicts, it's easier to resolve external ones. So, yep, that's your card for 2023, my love.
Thank you.
You are welcome. All right, Celeste, your turn. And you pick who you are drawn to pull a card for. Sound good? I can't hear you. You are muted.
Okay, so who has cards to pull? Sabrina does.
Just you and me so far. And Amy does. Okay, so if you have cards, Amy, just show us your decks. Oh yeah, cool. Hi, Shelly. Welcome. And yeah, Shelly, if you have cards as well, just show us your decks that you have to come play with. And Amy, was that your deck that you're playing with for this session? You can tell I work with too many clients on like sessions. The universe has your back. Oh, I like that one. Okay, cool. Okay, and the goddess one. Yeah. Thank you, Shelly. Okay, cool. Okay, so Celeste, you're pulling for someone. Oh, that's a great one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. Does Tammy want a reading?
Yes.
Do you want to know from the more basal or for the more spiritual?
What was the first one you said?
Basal, your here. I'll
Earthly.
show you.
3D. She means 3D. Yeah. I think, right? Celeste.
Sounds good. Okay.
Okay, go for that. Oh, that's a nice deck.
Yeah.
So I've got those. Which would you rather?
So the little girl on it. That was
Okay.
Mhm.
to draw two.
And just so everybody knows, if you're on the call, or even watching the replay, and you're seeing a card and it resonates, it's for you. Just because we're
Yeah.
saying, oh, this is for Tammy. I just wanted to clarify that for everyone. Cool.
It's all new and crisp. I know. So I apologize for anyone in the background who hates when people shuffle their decks, but that's a thing for me.
Oh, you don't like it when people shuffle?
No, I've been criticized by a few people for shuffling my deck like a deck of cards instead of like, I don't know, lightly, I guess. I'm like, no, I gotta do the things 3 times.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who you're talking to. Because I've never had anybody try and correct. Maybe they've tried and I just didn't listen. Oh, I don't know. I just
That
shuffle my
doesn't sound like you at all, Sabrina.
Shut up. It does.
Okay.
No, help it.
This is gonna be difficult because it's on my phone, but it'll make you little. It'll be fine. It'll go.
So now you've turned. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, I know, because I've got to bring up my with this set, I've got a file saved on my phone for it. Because it's kind of a lot, and I didn't want to write it.
Okay.
At least I'm honest, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So your first card was a 6 of spades, and I will show it to you. It's disconcerting, but it's what you're letting go of, so it's okay. Let me get into Saber. Cups. And I'm like really close to my phone, sorry.
And then while you're doing that, Shelly, do you want to pull for someone, and then just so we can kind of like make sure there's flow and movement and
Right.
not getting stagnancy. Does that sound good, Shelly? Connie hasn't had one, Amy hasn't, and neither has Sarah. Or me. Have I had one? Yeah, I had
I
one from
gave
you.
you one. Mhm.
Shelly Martinez. Yes, you were the only one here. Yep. Yeah. Just intuitively, you guys tap into who you get to pull for, and then pull, and then we'll go to you when you're ready. Okay. You can unmute. Do you have a question?
Okay, who did you say still needed a card pull?
Connie, Amy, and Sarah. And Celeste, you haven't had one either.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, I'm feeling drawn to Celeste.
Okay. When you're ready. Well, when Celeste is done, then you'll be next. Thanks, hon.
Okay. So if I can turn my camera, I will try. There it is. So you're in a ship in the sea with all of your belongings around you. You are being shepherded by one of your most loved possessions, but you are not in a good state for last year. And what it says is when something has failed or been defeated, that it takes time to recover. So something have failed you in this last year, but try to seek out whatever help you need to heal from that situation, because you will be the victor. But when you do win over that, it does caution you not to gloat about it. You need to rest. There's been a lot of anxiety, and there's a lot of compassion aimed at you right now for all of the parties involved. But let me get into what the new year is bringing into you for that. It's something that you can let go of, but don't gloat in it. It's a time to rest more than anything. Sorry, half of this is in German, so I'm trying to like translate as I go also. The next one is it's a girl spider. She has a webbed veil, and she also has one here in her hand. And as far as that one goes, it says, take your time to create something out of this hardship and sadness and anxiety that you can be proud of. But also know that that excellence will take time. You should hold true to that vision, create a vision board, journal, really set a goal for yourself and really aim for that goal for what you will receive. Bring into yourself through the, Sabrina knows what I'm talking about, the when you believe it until it is true. It says that you will achieve with patience. So again, it's just saying don't rush it. It will come when it comes. But this next year, with great attention to detail and planning ahead and perseverance, writing it down, staying focused, you will achieve what you need to in the next year.
Love it. Thank you.
That's awesome. Cool. Thank you for that. I'm like, okay, I even got notes. All right, Shelly, your turn, love. Who'd you pull for?
I pulled for Celeste using the Goddess Power deck. And the card that came for you was Iris, and it was in the reverse position. So I don't know. Can you see her? It's so bright. I don't know. Turn that down. So it was in the reverse position, but so I'll read the alignment message first. And it is, you are facing a moment when communication between you and others may have become disconnected. Perhaps people are withholding information from you or are not being clear about their motives. Now is the time to ask for clarity and to get clear yourself. If you're sitting on the fence and are ambivalent about your direction, say that. Your alignment task is to say no to playing games, no to coercion, manipulation, and covert intentions. Take a straightforward attitude. Don't be afraid to hear what might disappoint you. Be clear and demand the same from others. The messenger goddess Iris knows the importance of clear communication, and she urges you to speak up for yourself. If you've come from an environment, family, or cultural history where you have not had a voice, this might feel like you're yelling, but that's all right. Times are changing, and now is not the time to be shy. It's okay to feel awkward or flustered, but the goddess Iris brings her powers of clarity and says it is your turn to be heard. So gather your courage. The people who are important to you in the long run will listen and witness you. And then you can engage in positive conversation that leads to heartfelt solutions. Even if your voice feels untrue and comes from a victim mentality, you must still speak what is inside you in order for you to heal or change it, or to find a way to the real truth. Let yourself be heard. The great goddess will send strong teachers and wonderful allies for you.
That was awesome. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shelly. Beautiful. Okay, so Amy said that she could only type hers, but I just wanted to say with Celeste, so what you're releasing is any games or covert intentions. That was like the loudest part of that message for me. And then moving forward into 23, you're being really clear communication, basically completely unavailable to drama. Like, nope, I'm done. And now we're only moving forward into this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, Shelley? Okay, cool.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, so we'll have Amy drop hers in the chat, and then Paige, did you bring any decks?
I have some decks, but I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna watch.
Oh, well, do you want me to give you the kind of breakdown? We still need a card pulled for Connie, you, Sarah, and then Shelly. Oh, wait, and Amy. So there's still 5 of us who haven't, or 5 people who haven't received a card yet. And so we're just pulling a card for who we're intuitively drawn to. You can even do people who have gone or been given one already, but we're trying to make sure everybody receives a card. So I want to make
Okay.
what? Oh, Amy, you did.
She
What?
figured it out.
Yay. Okay. So yeah, Paige, you're just going to shuffle and draw while
Mhm.
somebody else is going, and then you share when
Can you
it's
hear me?
Okay. All right. I've got, yeah, I do have a card deck here. So I'll just use that one.
Go for it, Amy. Oh wait, where'd you go?
Sweet. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. This is the Angels and Ancestor deck. And I already shuffled them. So the top card is, oh, I have not gotten this one before. It's called the Magic Guardian. And it says, this is for 2023. And then I'll pull a card for what we finished in 2022. It says, unlock your magic within. And I have never pulled that card for myself ever in all the times that I've used this deck. So that's kind of fun. And what it says, now I couldn't figure out who this is for. So this is just a general one for everybody. Let me pull up the more. Here we go. Stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. So next year is going to be powerful. Magic with a K is the energy of the universe that allows you to manifest and create through the direction and power of your will. It changes according to your frequency. The Magic Guardian is a representation of the angel of magic who helps you direct with your will to bring to something into creation. She is the angel who swirls around the shamans and wise ones when you are calling on the energy of magic to help with the manifestation of something that will be healing and supported of your path. She is the angel of all magic that is directed for the highest good of whoever is working on it. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. You have been searching for an answer or a reason to focus on to recognize that all you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct the intentions and will your desires into being. But your power can also be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to the goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize now. Now, I have to kind of chuckle about this one is I have a magical grandmother and she used to call me her magical granddaughter. There is a story about it when I went to the store. She gave me some book of stamps or something. Anyway, they cashed in this. She gave me more money just to make sure. And then she gave me the stamps and they cashed in the money of the stamps. So then I came back from the store and she's like, oh my gosh, you are my magical granddaughter. Now, I really think I have inherited gifts from her. So I really think there was a double meaning to that. But if you're on this call, I'm going to go with we're all magical and we all should step into those magical powers that we've been given because we really do have everything within you. And then I'm going to pull for 2023. I'm going to pull something from here, or for 2022, sorry. The whole
Awesome.
microphone thing kind of threw me off.
You're all good.
So, okay.
I love that. Yeah, the reminder that we're all magic and to just stay in alignment with that, right? And so thank you for pulling for us to remember our power. And I find for me, like when I align with the divine and whatever your divine source is, meaning just an outside source beyond you, when you align with that, it amplifies your own power like exponentially, right? So yeah. And when you're pulling this next one, so my invitation is for everyone, is when you're pulling the next set of cards, let's not do from the book. Let's just go with like intuition. I know that's a little bit scary, but I have full faith and trust in your abilities to just tap into what's coming up knowing and in your own clair abilities. So that could be clair knowing. You could get a visual, clairsentience, clairvoyance. I trust that you are able. And if you're really not feeling confident, that's okay. You can turn to the book and just kind of do a brief synopsis then, okay? Just because
Okay.
I want to honor the amount of time. We only have about 23 or so more minutes. And I want to make sure everyone gets a turn. Cool? Plus,
Cool.
it helps you build your magic. So, yay.
So true. Okay, so the one for 2022 is when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So, and I can totally see that happening in 2022. So there you go.
Yeah, so it's like stop controlling. Basically what we're letting go of for 2022 is the control and really surrendering and accepting.
Yes.
Cool.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yes, thank
That's
you.
for
Amy.
whoever needed it. So
I think it was all of us. I think that was a collective. All right. Okay, Paige, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Go for it, Mama.
I am going to pull for Sarah. So, okay, this is from the Angel Guide Oracle deck by Kyle Gray, and you said you don't want us to read from the book, so I'm just going to pull a card for her. And this is for releasing from 2022. Okay, so this is the sacred plan. So, can you? Oh, here. You see that? So I'm being intuitively guided to say that the sacred plan comes up for me all the time. And I know it's because it can be scary to follow your sacred plan. So I'm being guided to share that if there's something that's not been working in your life, it may not be in alignment with your sacred plan, or if there's something that you felt anxiety about, something that you've been stressing about, it's because it's not in alignment with your sacred plan. And so because we're releasing for 2022, you need to release whatever that was. I hope that resonates with you guys. And,
Yeah.
and now I'm going to pull from the same deck for 2023 and what we're being guided and led towards. Okay. Okay, and this one, and I get this one all the time too. This one is on divine timing. So for 2023, the intuitive message on this one is you can't rush it. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. Follow your intuition. Don't try and force it, but know that it's coming. It's going to work out for you the way that it's supposed to work out for you. Because we all need to surrender to the universe and trust. As Sabrina likes to say, trust and surrender. And that's what we're being called to do for 2023, is to trust and surrender, and that the divine timing is happening for us in the right instances.
Trender, baby.
Yeah, trender.
Scary next, by the way, to jump off a cliff and be like, am I going to have a parachute at the end
I
of this?
know. Yeah. Yeah.
No, thank you. I loved it. Thank you, Paige. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we've had that message of don't rush it now twice. So that's like an echo, meaning our guides are like, pay attention to this part.
I was gonna say mine said don't rush too. Be patient. Write a concrete goal.
Yep. So, and then even if you do have a plan, it sounds like if it's not aligning, it's if you're slowed down enough, then you can adjust course. But if you're going so fast, so hard, or trying to force anything, it's not going to adjust. So yeah, very cool. Okay. Who's next? April, do you have cards? And Sarah, do you guys have cards that you want to pull and share? If not, that's okay. I'll pull because I have enough for
I
everybody.
don't. I thought I had some like chakra cards, but I can't find them. But
Okay.
there is some oracle thing on the Human Design app.
Okay.
There's like 3 cards. Do you want me to just see what they are?
Yeah. Just do a synopsis though, like of your own.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, let's see. It has 3 cards. I'll just like click
Cool.
the if I can get into work.
And
Maybe it doesn't want to
April,
work.
are you doing it for everyone, or are you drawn to a particular person that you're pulling for?
I'm gonna go with everyone because I'm not. I can get it to work. Okay, so the first card is modesty.
Okay.
It says, and on here it's labeled the inner card. It says, the inner card represents the passive and receptive hidden attributes. So, modesty. I only kind of get like, don't. The thing I get from that, and these are Human Design, so I'm getting like, don't. Like it's a weird one, but it's kind of like, don't. Modesty to me isn't like about clothing, but just like being yourself,
Yeah.
and being not. It's like humility, but it's like you don't have to speak yourself too loudly. You don't have to force who you are.
Mm.
Kind of like modesty does it. It's you are who you are, and that speaks volumes, and it neither takes away from anyone else or but it doesn't mean that you don't be less of you. You are just you.
I love that. Thank you. Yeah, you did great. That was an awesome interpretation of that.
Oh,
And so we'll do a second one. So I feel like modesty for, would you guys, how about everyone just decide for yourselves if that applies for 23 or 22? Because I think everyone will know what it applies for. Cool.
So the outer card represents active or external qualities, and click. How did I get it to work last time? The family. Oh, interesting. And it says 37, so it's probably like gate 37 if you know the Human Design stuff. The other one was gate 15. But the family, I don't think there's anything more important than family and finding your family. Like, that might be like a 23, like finding that family, that home, that your tribe. Not necessarily like and just working on the connections, whatever they need to be, whether they need nurturing and grace, or they need to be refined, or boundaries with that. But find your tribe, find your family, find yourself as part of your tribe and family, like.
Thank you.
And hold your own.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add, so if you want to find your tribe, keep doing that. And also if you can't find them, because like then that turns into this incessant search, create your own tribe.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Like that being yourself, that like modestly be yourself, and people kind of just show up. Like you don't have to but that means that you can be big. You don't, modesty doesn't necessarily mean hiding. It means just filling the measure of who you are, and the tribe people show up. And then it says the balance card here is insight or the way forward. So stand still. And gate 12. Like my first thought, it's like a picture of like ocean, or like, I don't know. Oh, it's not going to see it because of the background. But my first thought was like, maybe not at a standstill, but stand still. Stay, stand still in the center of it, because there's lots of stuff going on, and good, bad, or the other. But stand in the middle, in that place of peace. The way forward is standing still, the eye of the storm. Like, let it all, if there's everything else going on around you, you're in the center. You're the center, and everything else, like, stand still in that quiet and peace. The rest is just outside stuff. And if you're a force of nature, then that's the stuff that's going on around you, but the peace is there.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. And yeah, I was gonna say I wrote down Eye of the Storm and then you said it and I was like, yup.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
when somebody repeats what I've said or written. I'm like, yep, that's what I was getting. All right. So I'm gonna pull for you, Sarah, because I don't think anybody's pulled directly for you, my love. And Paige. Is that what you're saying? What are you saying?
I pulled for Sarah.
Oh, you did. So I gotta pull for you. Well, I
Yeah.
feel like I want to pull for Sarah, so I'm gonna still do
Okay.
Sarah.
Okay, pull for Sarah.
Okay. And then I am gonna pull for you, Paige, but not from that deck. I'm gonna pull from the Rose deck for you, Paige, but not yet. I'm gonna do Sarah's first. So here's Sarah's. It's the Transient Light Tarot. And let's see. This one is a tarot deck. So when I do oracle cards, like it's really easy for me to channel the message, but with tarot, it's a little bit different for me. So I'm going to take a stab at it, but my strength is oracle for sure over tarot. So there's a snake, there's some diamonds, there's a key, there's a flower, fire. So basically all of the elements are in this. And basically it's saying like, I mean, look at all the abundance there. So there's a lot of options. You've got earth with the flower and beauty. And then it's like you in the middle basket there has a key. So it's like at the center of it all, you are the key. You hold the key to your own abundance and prosperity. But because this is really short, I am actually just going to take a peek at the book. It says you're spoiled for choice. Your dreams may need prioritization. So again, I'm hearing planning again, you guys. Or maybe you're getting lost in other people's lives to avoid dealing with your own feelings. And then close your eyes and ponder on your own internal universe. Then visualize what could be found beyond your own self. Dream fearlessly, girl. You are so supported. There's so much abundance and prosperity available for you. But do approach it with not caution, but consciousness. Like, what are you consciously creating? So there you go. Nice and quick. I didn't do too bad. See, it was close to what the card said. All right. And now I'm gonna draw for you, Miss Paige. And if anybody else is like, hold on, no, somebody pull a card for me, then just type it in the text and then they can. Okay, my child is losing her cookies. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's screaming in the other room. Oh, there's one. And the sisters are supposed to be watching her, but I don't know. Good luck is what I'm saying right now. Okay, so I just pulled. Hold on, what's happening? So this is for Paige and anybody else who's drawn to it. So it's like you're in an incubation. Look at that. You're a little seedling in the ground. And there's water, there's soil, and it says it's like a fetus position too. Like you're being birthed. Codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Here we go again. It's all within us, you guys, the magic. Take the next step. Okay, so Paige, this is your nudge and kind of like gentle reminder that you're the only reason why it's being held back. You already have all this knowledge. You already have the wisdom. You have the blueprint inside of you. It's just inviting you to really trust that when you plant a seed and then you nurture it, it's going to blossom and bloom. And you are the seed. That you've been nurturing you. You've been loving you all these years. You've been supporting you with your, with all the things that you've done. And so now it's time to really step into that next step. So that's for 2023 and letting go. So what I would say for 2023 is you really need to let go of all the fear, all the judgment, any of the stories that say, I'm not enough. I don't know what I'm offering, or I don't know. It's an I don't know-ness that's showing up. Just like leave that in 2022. And move into 2023 with like, I know that I know. And even if I don't know, I'll find out. Right? It's like, it's okay. I already have the blueprint in front of me. Okay. Cool. Okay. So
I would like to do one for Amy.
Yeah, go for it.
if that's okay with Amy. And I feel like I'm being pulled in the more spiritual dreamscape direction. Maybe it's like basal past, spiritual future.
Mm.
Ooh, thank you.
Let's see. Okay, so for your what you need to get rid of. I didn't even look at it before I showed it to you. And I know you're inappropriate. I apologize. Sort of. So
Okay.
it is the Fool, which is actually probably a great thing to let go of, to be honest. But it says sometimes lightheartedness can carry foolishness. Sometimes when you're not being conscious of the things that you are letting out into the world, that can cause destruction, and that is something you could use focusing on, just to be more conscientious of what you are letting out into the world. This is your second one. There are blackbirds inside of her, and it's a little bit chaotic, but it is contained within her. And I think not that I think you should contain the chaos within you. There's also one here in her hand, and it's just saying that you have the power to contain that storm, to not contain but control, to aim, to put it forth in a constructive way, in a beautiful way, something that you should look in upon often and reflect on to help you go forward with your goals. But again, for the past, just to let go of that being a wanton thing, it needs to be contained. It needs to be focused.
Yes, Cedric. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I actually have a deck. It's called Jupiter's Tongue. It's really, really cool.
Ooh.
It has a blue foil. Oh yeah, I know. They're all of their decks are like magic. Like, look, like blue foil on the side. I know. And then like
Pretty.
on the cards. I know. So 4 popped out, and I decided not to pick. I just chose all. And so for 2022, what is being defined, and it comes with one word on each card, is crux. So for 2022, that's telling us that, and this is for the collective, anybody watching the replay and us, is 22 was a turning point. It was a crux is like a point at which things change. And so, you know, if you've been in turmoil or going through stuff, just know that that's a point of change. Things have been shifted. And then 3 cards for 23 was obscure. Look how they're so pretty. Obscure means like unknown. And then the 3rd card, so they all really work together beautifully. So you've got obscure, awe, and collide. So what that tells me is really be in awe of the unknown. Our brains like to be in control of like knowing all the things and having everything planned out. And I know quite a bit of our stuff has been like, make sure you have a plan, but it's inviting us to have the divine masculine, which is a plan, right? That structure. But this is inviting us to be in awe of, in our divine feminine, of the unknown. So it's like remembering that the structure is a riverbank and the feminine That's the masculine. The feminine is the river itself. It's going with flow. It's staying in awe like a child. And then the final one word was collide. And allowing what I hear when I say hear the word collide, it's like allowing the merger of or integration of the masculine and feminine. And it's not like collide as if they're crashing, it's coming together. And so, but you can only do that if you do have a plan, which is what we've been given throughout this whole session, and then having that feminine awe and childlike wonder. And then when I looked up collide, it said I came up with a song by Howie Day. So I'll send that in the group chat. And that felt like the appropriate song that I've heard it, but I don't remember it. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. April says the cards from the Human Design app, inner card, gate 15, modesty. Oh, okay, you're sharing. Cool, thank you. If you can copy and paste this into the Facebook chat, that would be so supportive, because this will just go away like this chat will, and I want people to be able to have access. Thank you. All right, April, I'm pulling for you actually from the Starseed Oracle deck. And then I think we'll be wrapping up unless somebody wants another card or wants to say something before we jump off. Oh, okay, there you are. Oh, you've got the love. Hey, that's a song, isn't it? You've got, wait, I don't know it though. I'm like, I just know. Shelly, do you know the song? I don't know. Okay, no. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Okay, mama, this has got to do with your relationship. And you already know that you know. And so without reading it, I don't know what Hadarian energy means. I don't know if you do, so you may want to look into that. But codependency, I know what that means. I've lived through that. Might still be and think I'm not. But anyway, codependency is when you are dependent on somebody else's fulfillment of your happiness. And then independence is like, I got this. I'm the bad bitch in town and I don't need nobody, right? What we really want to be is interdependent, not codependent, not independent, but interdependent, which means that we are interdependent beings interacting independently with one another. Whereas codependent, yeah, it's like the DNA helix, right? Whereas codependent is like, if you were to take that DNA helix, it would all just be a mush and then you wouldn't have cells, right? It would just be a mess. So you don't really want to be in codependence or independence. You get to dance with others. And for anybody who it doesn't apply for, actually it does. This specifically is telling me it very much so applies to your partnered relationship, your spouse or significant other. Not necessarily just relationships in general. And so it's also saying boundaries, which means either you're lacking them or they're healthy, and just take note. So my invitation for everyone is just maybe take 5 minutes after this call and write down, or even 2 minutes, and write down what boundaries you actually have in place with your significant other. And if you're not sure, that might be the problem itself. That's the discovery point. That's the crux where you get to say, wait a minute, this gets to shift. So for me, I'm completely unavailable for name calling, yelling. I no longer put up with that because I also used to be a yeller because it just escalates the energy way too much, right? So those are what I'm unavailable for. But what I'm available for is kind, calm communication. And so those are the things you're going to write down. And if you want boundary ideas, let me know and we can talk more. But anything else before we go? Nope.
I don't know if you guys saw what I put in the chat, but that particular, it means people who are born with an innate understanding or ability to use their energy from other dimensions. It's like you were saying about take it from whatever power you take it from. Because that power will reside in you. You will be capable of amazing things. So,
yes. And thank you, Tammy, for that song. I told you, you've got the love. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'm totally up for that. And thanks, Celeste. So you guys, next week we have, is it full moon? Wait, what date? Where are we at in the year? January 5th, I believe I have a full moon ceremony. Yes, I do. On Friday. So you're welcome to join it. If you are not a member and you want to be, let me know. It's a quantum membership. The fee is nominal. It's so minimal, but it's like totally worth it because you get the full moon, new moon, and book club. So reach out to me. And if you're not in it, but you want to experience it, kind of get a flavor of it, you're welcome to join for free and just get a taste of it. Okay. You're awesome, everybody. Happy New Year. I love you all. And it's a big day for me. Oh, yeah. Pluto square is done. All right. Love you all. Take care. Happy New Year's. Bye.
Goodbye.